In the beginning of the story, we see a boy named Hallam who started living alone and in depression after his mother's death. Hallam's mother died 2 years ago due to drowning in a lake near the house, but he thought that his stepmother must have killed his mother and his father must have also supported his stepmother because she was earlier his father's secretary, and after his mother's death, Hallam's father married his secretary. Hallam did not have a good relationship with his father and he did not want to live with his father and stepmother. So he stays alone in his tree house built in the forest near the house all day, and he gets into the habit of spying on the people coming to the forest with a telescope, and after seeing them, Hallam used to write all this in his diary. He also used to write his thoughts in the diary. One day Hallam's stepmother reads his diary in which he has written about other people on whom he used to keep an eye. He also praised the beauty of his stepmother. After reading all this, Hallam's stepmother got angry with him and started spying on his tree house. She goes to his house and seduces him. Hallam is unable to stop himself and both of them become close to each other. After this, Hallam's stepmother blackmails him and sends him to another city so that Hallam cannot create a rift between them by instigating his father against her. After this, Hallam comes alone to an unknown city, but he neither had any place to eat nor did he have money. Hallam also has no place to stay, so he has to spend the night on the roof of a building with an empty stomach. The next morning, Hallam sees a woman named Kate on the road. Kate resembles Hallam's dead mother a lot. Seeing her face, Hallam feels at first glance that she is his mother. Hallam follows Kate and sees her going to the hotel. Hallam also follows her and finds out that Kate is the manager of the hotel. Hallam comes to Kate and asks her if she will get any work here. On this, Kate, after asking him a few questions, hires her to work in the kitchen of the hotel. Hallam also needed work a lot, so he started doing this work and did all the work with full dedication, and he also enjoyed doing this work. After this, Hallam started following Kate after the holidays and started watching her every routine, where she goes, what she doesn't even watches her house. Hallam was doing all this because he started liking Kate. One day when Kate did not come to work and had gone out, Hallam went inside Kate's house. When he looked outside the window, he saw the clock tower. He felt that Kate's house would be visible well from the clock tower in front, and Hallam used to work under the clock tower. Then Kate came to the room, so Hallam went to the roof of the house from the window and started spying on the gate through the glass chandelier on Kate's roof. Hallam, who used to sleep in a small room in the hotel earlier, made his home in the room of the clock tower the very next day, where no one came or went because there he can keep a good eye on Kat with the help of binoculars. After this, Hallam keeps peeping into Kat's room every day with the help of binoculars and watches her dancing and working. One day, when Hallam is keeping an eye on Kat from the clock tower, he sees that her hotel senior has come to Kat's house. Now both of them are having fun. Next day, when Hallam is using the stairs to go to the clock tower, the same hotel senior who was with Kat last night stops him and angrily says that you cannot go upstairs, only senior staff can go from there. After this, when Hallam is working in the kitchen, Kat comes to him and asks how he is liking this work. On this, Hallam says that he is enjoying his work. Kat also likes to hear this. At night, when Hallam is on the roof of Kat's house to see her and is watching Kat from the lantern, then he sees that Kat is there with her senior. Hallam watches them secretly and gets an idea from their conversation. It is revealed that his senior is married and he has 2 children, which means that he and Kat are having an affair. Knowing this, Hallam feels very bad. After this, Hallam comes to the clock tower where he hides from everyone. On seeing Kat and his senior, he remembers his mother. He feels that his father and his stepmother was having an affair for a long time. When his mother came to know about it, she must have gone to meet her, and then the stepmother must have killed his mother so that he could live well with his father. Here Hallam started to feel that his stepmother and his father together must have killed his mother. So Hallam goes to the police station and files a case against his stepmother, accusing her of murdering his mother, and tells the officer that his father is also not supporting him. The next day Kat calls Hallam to the office and offers him the job of front desk in a hotel. Hallam accepts this and starts this job. Soon he starts liking this job and also makes a friend. One day when Hallam is watching Kat from the clock tower, His senior sees him doing this and he understands that Hallam keeps an eye on Kat from the clock tower. His senior angrily threatens Hallam that he will get him caught by the police and will fire him from the job. But Hallam tells his senior that he knows everything, that he is keeping an eye on his wife. Hallam is cheating on his wife and having an affair with Kat. Hallam tries to blackmail her, but his senior does not fire him from the job and both decide to keep their talks a secret. Next day when Hallam is at work, Kat comes to him and wishes him a happy birthday because today Hallam has turned 19. His co-worker friend also comes to know about this and he asks him for a party. On this, Kat also asks Hallam to celebrate his birthday and they plan to go to the bar tonight. At night, Hallam, his co-worker friend and Kat are in the bar and they start drinking. Hallam's friend drinks too much so he goes home while Hallam and Kate start drinking more and talking. They get very late while drinking, so Kat brings Hallam to her house. Kat is drunk and tries to get close to Hallam while talking, but Hallam is not ready for this. Then both go to sleep without doing anything. Hallam sleeps next to Kat and thinks that the girl who was with him, but he was keeping an eye on her. Today he is sleeping with her, which makes her feel good. Next day when Hallam goes to work, he first goes to Kat and asks her to go on a date, but she refuses. Kat says that whatever I did last night in a drunken state, you should forget it. Hearing this, Hallam leaves from there sadly. After some time, Hallam is called to the hotel room. When he goes there, he sees that Kate is there. She starts coming close to Hallam and both of them become close. Now Hallam started feeling good with Kat and Kat was also happy with Hallam. One day when Hallam climbs up to Kat's roof to see her, he sees that his senior is fighting with Kat. He shouts angrily and tries to raise his hand on Kat. Seeing this, Hallam gets very angry. To save Kat, he removes the glass panes of the lights and jumps inside the room and tries to stop his senior, but he raises his hand on Hallam and tells Kat about Hallam. He says that he used to keep an eye on you by climbing the clock tower on the roof of your house every day. Hearing this, first Kat asks her senior to leave from there. After he leaves, she asks Hallam, "Were you keeping an eye on me and since when was all this going on?" To this, Hallam says that I was keeping an eye on you ever since I saw you. But there is a reason behind this. Hearing this, Kat gets angry and does not listen to anything she says. She asks him to leave from there and also fires him from the job. The next day, when Kat is coming home from work, she sees Hallam sitting outside the hotel. She feels pity for him, so she brings him to her house. Then when Kat asks Hallam, "Why were you keeping an eye on me?" Hallam says that my mother died 2 years ago, due to which I was broken. I loved my mother very much, due to which I could never recover from this incident. Hallam says that after my mother's death, my father got married again, but I hate my stepmother and instead of staying at home, I started living in a tree house built in the nearby forest from where I started keeping an eye on people with the help of binoculars. With time, it became my habit, but when I came to this city, Kat, I saw you. Hallam further says that my mother's face resembles yours and on seeing you, I started feeling my mother's likeness. Hearing this, Kat feels very bad for Hallam. After this, Kat wears Hallam's mother's dress which Hallam had brought with him. When Hallam sees her in his mother's dress, he starts crying remembering his mother. Then Kat consoles him. The next day, when Hallam goes to work, he finds out that his parents have come to meet him, who got his address from the police station because he had filed a case against his stepmother, but due to lack of any evidence, no action is taken against his stepmother. Here Hallam's father tells him that he has taken a lot of loan and he will have to sell some of his land so that he can repay the loan. For this, he asks Hallam to sign the will which his mother had made in his name before dying. Here Hallam is afraid that his stepmother is behind all this, so he refuses to sign. Then his stepmother starts abusing him and then they leave from there. At night, Hallam remembers his stepmother's words in which she had said that his mother's death was an accident and he should forget it, but Hallam gets very angry remembering the things. The next day Hallam catches a train and comes home. Hallam, badly affected by grief and pain, comes home quietly and goes to his stepmother, ties her up and shuts her mouth. Then he takes her to the lake and throws her in the water. The stepmother starts drowning. Then Hallam realizes that he is doing wrong, So he takes the stepmother out of the water and apologizes to her. Then the stepmother leaves from there. Then Hallam's father comes to him and reveals that his mother was depressed for a long time and she took her own life. Here Hallam realizes that he was wrong. He apologizes to his father for his behavior, and then Hallam catches a train and comes to Kat, but she refuses to meet him. She says that her relationship with anyone has never been good. So right now she does not want to get into a relationship with anyone. Kat sends Hallam back saying that he is still young. If you want to keep a relationship with me further, if you want, then come after a few years. After this Hallam leaves from here, and while walking on the road with a smile on his face, he thinks that one day he will definitely meet Kat, and with this the movie ends. Friends, thank you very much for watching the video till here. Like and share the video and subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you do not miss the upcoming videos. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.